What's up? Hopefully y'all can hear me with these things, man. I tried something different since I know when I be holding the phone, I always be blocking the speaker. So hopefully with these headphones, man, everybody could hear me clearly. First off, man, before I get into this special edition of live Q&A, for everyone, man, I hope y'all out there, y'all stay safe. I hope y'all, doing everything y'all got to do. We gonna get back to normal as far as with this pandemic and all that pretty soon, man. So everybody stay safe, man. Um, Tonight, man. I'm gonna do things. If everybody want to talk about sports, feel free to do it. Obviously, that's what I do. I'ma never not talk about sports. But tonight, man, I want to hear people thoughts, man. I want to hear people thoughts, on the George Floyd situation, man. Tonight, I did my own, a little protest, man. No sports memorabilia today. I got the black wave cap, the black shirt, and the black hoodie today, man. It's my own little protest, man. My own little symbolic thing. To kind of, remember him and everybody who's dealing with, what they're dealing with, man. First off, man, like I said tonight, if y'all feel free, want to talk about sports, go ahead, man. But I'm opening up the door for the whole George Floyd situation also. Real quick, man, what happened to him was absolutely embarrassing. It was disgraceful. To hear the man crying for his mama. It just I couldn't fathom that, man. It was hard to watch. Um, the fact that it took long for him to get arrested, I felt was, completely irresponsible. As a black man, I dealt with racial profiling before. I remember real quick story, man. I was 20 years old, man. I was in a rent. My dad got me a rental car. I was getting ready to go to the LSU Mississippi State game the next day. But me and my friends, man, we was riding to go get us something to eat, and there was a checkpoint, man, and we got pulled over, man. They told us to pull over in an abandoned parking lot. They searched the whole car, like we didn't have anything, but they searched the whole car and let everybody else go, man. It's something that's out there. Racism is out there. It's a real issue. But at the same time, it's a lot of great people out there, man. It's a lot of great people out there, man, of different ethnicities that come together. I'm overwhelmed and joyed about it. Granted, you still have, your racist people, and you still have your people who looting, which I don't agree with at all. But there's a lot of good people out there, man, black, white, whatever race, and I think what we need to do, man, is appreciate them instead of being so angry, at the ones who do wrong. Let's appreciate the people that do right, man, because there's a lot of them out there, whether it's black people, white people, Hispanic, whatever other race, policemen, whatever. It's a lot of people out there that do right, yo. So I just want to say, man, let's embrace those people. Hopefully we figure hopefully we figure something out with the police brutality, and just, wrongdoing all around, man. But I just wanted to bring that up, man, and just give everybody an opportunity. Like I said, if you want to talk sports, hey, let's talk sports. But if you want to get into that, I'm saying tonight is okay to do it. Like I said, I switched it up a little bit, man. Black shirt, black hoodie, black wave cap, man. R.I.P. George Floyd. R.I.P. to everyone who's dealt with any type of, and everybody out there, But all right, let me, since I got that, out the way, let me open up the doors, man. What's up, Corey Broster? Appreciate you tuning in. My boy, what's good, man? What's good? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Sergeant Gibby? Appreciate you tuning in. Sup, everybody? Mr. Dugas coming back at you with another video. Hey, I got a new phone, man. I got a new phone, yo. My phone don't skip no more, yo. What you think about that? You been the man one getting on me, man. I finally got another phone that don't skip, yo. What's up, Lenny D? Appreciate you tuning in. What up, Mr. Duga? I shouted you out in one of my videos. Hey, greatly appreciate that, man. Greatly appreciate that, man. Another thing, real quick, man. Why I'm not getting the notifications? Like I hit the button, I hit the bell to whenever you do another video, but I'm not getting them for some reason, man. But I greatly appreciate that, man. I'm gonna have to go look for that, check that out, man. I missed the last week, but I'm on here tonight, bro. Hey, greatly appreciate you tuning in, man. Greatly appreciate it, yo. What's up, Crimson Brave 2020? Appreciate you tuning in. For your information, the Clemson Notre Dame game is on the same day as Bama LSU. If they put Clemson Notre Dame game prime time, I will lose my mind. I'm glad you brought that up. I actually seen that the other day. I was reading an article where they was trying. I don't know who it was, but they were predicting like what games will college game day be at each week. So when it got to November, I'm just assuming, okay, November 7th, they LSU Alabama, and they had Clemson Notre Dame, and I'm like, wait, what? Like they played that day? Like that's crazy, man. But nah, like I don't think. I mean, they may put it night. I mean, it's going to probably be a night game, but it's going to be an NBC game because I think, yeah, Notre Dame is the home team. So now, as far as college game day, man, I don't know, man. I don't think Notre Dame gonna be all that. Obviously, I think Clemson gonna be really good again. Though, unfortunately, man, thoughts and prayers with Justin Ross, man. The superstar wide receiver Ross looks like he's gonna miss the 2020 season with some type of spinal injury or something like that, man. But yeah, I really hope, man. I'm curious to see what they do with LSU Alabama as far as the time slot. I'm also curious to see, what they do with LSU Texas. I was just assuming LSU Texas would be a primetime game, but hey, that's the same day as Ohio State Oregon. And like honestly, that's a bigger game. So I don't know if they go just make LSU Texas in the afternoon. I don't know if they're going to try to put that game the same time with Ohio State, Oregon, because you got to believe Ohio State, Oregon is going to be a primetime game. That should be like the game of the week, yo. What's up, 6 Inc? Appreciate you tuning in. I never see color. You and me breathe the same air and pump the same blood. We are all equal. Very well said, yo. Very well said. And I'm the same way, yo. I love everybody, man. Like, one thing about me, I love everybody, man. Like, I rarely if got any enemies. And if I do, it's because they done did me something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love everybody, man. I could joke, laugh, clown, have a beer with each and everybody, man. And that's true. We all breathe the same air, man. It shouldn't be a race thing, man. But unfortunately, nowadays, some people still got that hatred in their heart, yo. What's up, Only One Jink? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, my boy? Ooh, excuse me. Woo, excuse me. Tuning in during these rough times. You and the fam stay safe. Hashtag fly Eagles fly. Gators Tigers. Man, you see, we was good to that last little statement, man. Yeah, appreciate it, man. You and your family stay safe too, man. Fly Eagles fly, man. Yeah, it's crazy right now, man. But hopefully, man. Like I said, I see progress. It's just not where we need it to be. But I do see things progressing a little bit, What's up, Conru girl? Appreciate you tuning in. I'm completely overwhelmed by all the current events. Yeah, it's crazy out there, yo. First off, man, with this coronavirus thing, shutting down everything. Which, today I got a call that my daughter's softball league is gonna try to resume. I thought I was under the impression that it was over, the season was canceled, but apparently they're gonna try to resume a certain season over the summer. So I'm like, okay, but yeah, with that, and then obviously, the horrific incident with Aubrey, in Georgia. Then you got the George Floyd situation, and now you got the looters out there, and it's crazy. But all we could do right now is just pray. Pray for peace, pray for protection, pray for guidance, and just do the best we can, Speak up, speak out, but at the same time, be smart about it and just love one another, man. And I think we should focus more on embracing the good people instead of being angry at the bad people. That's just a new thing that I want to try. That I feel like everyone should do also in these very, very trying times, yo. What's up, Trey Lorenzo? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Mr. Dugas? What's your prediction for the Eagles record? Mine is 11-5. And who do you think is the team to beat in the NFC? I say the 49ers. I like that 11-5 prediction. I like that a lot. Like, I may actually go with that same prediction. As far as the team in the NFC to beat, that's a good one. I don't have the 49ers, believe it or not, man. For me, I'm gonna go. I think the most complete team in the NFC. I hate to say it, but I think the most complete team in the NFC is the New Orleans Saints. When you talk about offensive line, quarterback, running backs, since they added Emmanuel Sanders to their receiving core. They got Jared Cook and another little rookie tight end that people think is going to be pretty good. Cam Jordan on the D line, Demario Davis, Lattimore, my boy Jenkins. I say they're the toughest team in the NFC. I know a lot of people gonna give a lot of hype to Tampa Bay. I'm just not sure about their defense yet, particularly they back end. I think their front seven gonna be solid, but I'm not sure about their back end. But I say the New Orleans. I like 11-5. I agree with that. But I say the New Orleans Saints, I think, is the toughest team on paper, in the NFC, assuming that they stay healthy. To be honest, I kind of grew up never respect cops. I have a third cousin that's a former cop, and he said he would have shot that cop in a heartbeat. Yeah, I never really like disliked cops or nothing like that. Besides that, I had a couple of minor incidents, like traffic stops and stuff like that. But that one incident I mentioned at the beginning of the show was the one that really stuck with me the most. But for the most part, man, a lot of them are good people. It's just that we have these out here that are crooked, that are racist, that are everything that they shouldn't be, and they make it look bad for the rest of them. The thing is, what has to happen is that the bad cops that do things of this magnitude have to get punished more severely than civilians. For this type of stuff to stop happening, they have to face harsher penalties than civilians. I mean, they typically are bullies. They're here to protect and serve. And like I said, the majority of them, that's what they do. Whether it's white, black, male, female, whatever, they do protect and serve. I actually ran into a couple of months ago. I actually ran into a cop for Mardi Gras that told me he follows me. Like, he asked me, like, hey, you Mr. Dugas? I said, yeah. He said, man, I watch your channel all the time. And I was like, all right. That was I thought it was pretty cool. But there's a lot of good cops out there, man. But there are some really, really wicked and cruel ones. And until the justice system decides to punish them more severely, unfortunately, we're gonna keep having incidents like what we've seen, the last couple of months. But not all of them are bad though. There's some really good ones, but it's just the ones that's bad is awful. What's up, Sir Nando 27? Appreciate you tuning in. I know Martin Luther King marched for equal rights and freedom for all people, yet he did everything right, peaceful, and nothing can change then. What people are doing now, they opening the government eyes. Yeah, he did bring, he did help, bring some change. Is it enough change? No. But he did help bring some change with his speech and his peaceful protesting. But, right now, man, the only issue about what's going on now with the rioting and the looting is now you're giving people who don't want to listen, who don't want to hear us out, an opportunity to be like, you see, they criminals anyway. Because I've seen a lot of that over the weekend. One thing I've learned, I've tried to have an open dialogue conversation with some people. And what I realized is people that just that believe what they believe what they believe. You know, there's no change in that. But what I will say is what did make me feel good is that it's a lot of people of other ethnicities besides black that are speaking up, that is saying that this is not right, that, you know, the black community needs help. That makes me feel really good, yo. It makes me feel like things, if not good now, that at least for the future, because there's more people like that today than there was years ago. And our parents, you know, in my parents' like generation, there's more positive people who want change, who want to embrace, you know, the black community than there was back then. So, and why by me seeing that is letting me know that, you know, their kids are going to grow up and feel the same way also. So it's going to be a chain effect where I think slowly but surely, eventually things are going to get to how they should be. It may be after all of us are long gone, but I think eventually things are going to get to how they need to be, as long as people of other ethnicities besides blacks are speaking up and, you know, having outrage and saying that this is not right, this needs to change. It's a lot more of that than you know, than we think. You know, we so focused on the negatives, the people that's telling us to be quiet and the guy deserved that he was a criminal and all that other nonsense. It's a lot more people that's out there being positive, and I think their kids are going to grow up and be positive, and then things are just going to continue, you know, to get better and better slowly. But for right now, we just got to hold on to the rope, man. Right now, we got to hold on to the rope. Like I said, I don't agree with the rioting and the looting. I don't agree with that. But I understand the frustration. I'm frustrated, you know, but at the end of the day, I feel like if people of other ethnicities continue to speak up and continue to, you know, look out for us, I think that this world is going to eventually get better, yo. I enjoyed the last video of you and Princess too. It brightened my day. Keep those coming. I need things like that during these difficult times. Appreciate it so much, yo. I will, yo. She both of my daughters. My oldest one, she don't participate as much. You know, she kind of getting in that almost teenage stage where she kind of like daddy, whatever. I could get her every now and then. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I enjoy it, man. It's great quality time. I love my daughters. They are joy. They bring me life. And yeah, we're gonna keep them coming. And thank you so much for checking them out, for your kind words and everything, yo. We need some Braves baseball. Yes, we do, but man, what is the deal with these players and owners, man? Like, it's unbelievable. Like, 1 minute I see they gonna try to have a 112 game season, which I'm like, all right, okay. You know, then next minute is like, oh, they gonna try to do what, 60 or 70 something. Then they just can't agree, man. Like, they can't agree. And it's frustrating because, like you say, man, we need Braves baseball, man. I'm ready to see Ronald Acuna hit a home run. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to see Freddie Freeman hit a ball to opposite field. You know, I'm ready to see Max Fried out there, how much better he got. You know, how much better Mike Soroka got. You know, if Folty go come back, you know, from that disastrous game 5. Ozzy Albies, I'm ready to see this team play ball, yo. I am with you. Like, but I'm ready to see who gonna hold it down for us at third base on a everyday basis. Since Donaldson went to Minnesota. So I am completely with you, yo. I cannot wait, man. But I'm a little nervous because these guys, they can't figure it out. Apparently the NBA look like, you know, they're going to vote Thursday on everything they're going to do. But it looked like they're ready to get it started. But Major League Baseball, man, is out here playing around, man. It's a lot of billionaires and millionaires don't want to get rid of a dollar. It's sickening. Same for me, too. Like, when a video drop, I don't get one either. I don't know, man. That's crazy, man. But I'm going to go check you out, man. But because I got the notification bell, but for some reason I don't get it. Like, but I'm gonna go check them out, man, as soon as I get off of here, though. Appreciate that a lot, bro. I think Deshaun Watson will have a Mahomes year, bro. Are the Heat going to be in the playoffs? Man, I don't know about Watson this year, man. Not because I don't believe in him. I think Watson is amazing. I just don't know if he got enough pieces around him, man. I still can't believe for the life of me that Bill O'Brien gave DeAndre Hopkins away. Like, I just cannot get over that, man. Like, and I like Deshaun Watson, man. I liked him when he was at Clemson, man. Like, and for them to just give away a top five, if not top three wide receiver in the game for basically a washed up, broken down running back, with all due respect to David Johnson, it is what it is. You know, I can't get over that, man. Talent wise, can he pull that off? Yes. I just don't know if they really address the offensive line enough. I don't know if David Johnson is gonna be that much of an upgrade over what they had before. And I know they got Brandon Cooks and Randall. They got a bunch of sharp, fast receivers, but there's no red zone threat. So I don't know about that, man. I'd like to see it because I'm a fan of his, but I just don't know. And as far as the Heat, yes, the Heat definitely are a playoff team, yo. The Heat actually got a shot in the East assume I don't know how they gonna do the playoffs. But you ain't gotta go play a Milwaukee at Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta play a Boston at Boston. You ain't gotta play Toronto at Toronto. Tyler Hero should be healthy. Myers Leonard should be healthy. Iguodala and Jimmy Butler got a whole lot of rest. Jay Crowder. I'm ready to see what happens. I think we match up pretty well with the Milwaukee Bucks, yo. So yeah, the Heat are a playoff contender, and I'm very curious to see how they do once this thing get back started, yo. Nobody likes a team that gets special treatment for not doing anything, and that's exactly why I hope Clemson smokes them, and I think they will. Oh yeah, all Clemson gonna run them clean out of there. Clemson will destroy Notre Dame that night. I don't think they're gonna play with them like Georgia did, man. I was surprised that Georgia Notre Dame game was so close as it was. Going into that, I'm like, man, Georgia at home. They at night. Thanks to them, LSU Bama had to be in the daytime. Don't even get me started on that, Ken. And like you said, the special treatment. Oh, CBS is like, oh, it's Notre Dame. Oh, we got to put them. Man, nobody cares. Like they got to be good enough, man. Like, stop giving them the Dallas Cowboy treatment. They on prime time every week because they're the Dallas Cowboys, regardless of if they're good or not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely think Clemson is going to destroy Notre Dame, yo. I don't think that game gonna be anywhere close. Who's trying to call me while I'm on my live? Whoever it is, I will call them back. Let's see. Who are your top 5 MVPs for this season? Let's see. I'm gonna be biased, of course. I'm gonna throw Wentz in no particular order. I'm gonna throw Wentz in there. I'm gonna throw Mahomes. Man, this one have a really big year this year, yo. Who can have a great year, similar to kind of what Lamar Jackson did last year. Kyler Murray is an interesting player to me. He has weapons. He has talent. You would think he'll be better in year 2 than he was in year 1. I'm gonna throw Kyler Murray name in that hat, man. I'm gonna throw Lamar Jackson back in there. And this is gonna sound. I'll throw Tom Brady name in there. I'm gonna throw Brady name in there simply because he has a lot of weapons to work with. If that back end could somehow figure it out, then Tampa could be a problem. I don't think they could quite beat the Saints yet because I don't think the secondary could cover the Saints receivers, and the Saints secondary could but can't completely cover them, but they could do a much better job of trying to cover them. But I'm gonna say those are my 5, yo, and I'm gonna throw the Brady in there, and I'm gonna throw Kyler Murray in there as a dark horse. Why Dak still ain't get paid, man? You need to start a podcast, bro. Appreciate that, man, and hopefully one day I will. Hopefully one day I will. Thanks to you and everybody who supports the channel, yo. Thank y'all so much, yo. And as far as why Dak ain't got paid yet, it's a combination of he wants elite quarterback money. Jerry Jones don't quite think he's elite. You know, obviously somebody got to give. Dak either got to swallow his pride and take less, or Jerry got to swallow his pride and give him more than he want to give him. But I think it's a combination of Dak believes he's a top tier quarterback, and Jerry doesn't. But Jerry does think that he's good enough to win. Like he think Dak is good enough to get his team to a Super Bowl, which is why I've been saying for the longest that Dak Prescott should have held out with Ezekiel Elliott last season. If he would have done that last season when there was no more quarterbacks on the market and Jerry coming into the season, which pretty much every year, but especially coming into this season, you know, Jerry felt like he had a Super Bowl team. He wasn't going to go out there who it was. Cooper Rush was the quarterback. You know, they didn't have an Andy Dalton on the market or a Cam Newton on the market or nobody like that. He would have had no choice but to pay him. And that's what I thought he should have done. Similar to what Zeke did. Similar to what Michael Thomas did. The only player it kind of backfired on a little bit was Melvin Gordon, simply because, you know, he didn't have quite the production and the impact that he should have had when he came back. Plus, Austin Eckler did very well in his absence. So that's what made Melvin Gordon a little basically cheaper than what he was before he went into his holdout. But I think like I said, I think it's a combination of Dak believes he's elite, Jerry doesn't. Now it's all about who meets in the middle, who gonna give in a little bit. What's up, Gate City Blue Devil? Appreciate you tuning in. Right on, Mr. Dugai. Hey, thank you so much, yo. Greatly appreciate that, yo. I'll be so happy if UGA goes 10-2. Screw those floppy butts. Hey, and I noticed, man, like I've been looking, y'all play early this year too, man. Y'all like the third week, man. They got some really nice college football matchups early in the season, man. I like that, yo. Like I said, well, week one is kind of, you know, you got Alabama, USC, which I think Alabama gonna destroy USC, of course. But week two, man, you got LSU, Texas, you got Ohio State, Oregon, and week three, you got Alabama, Georgia, right off the bat, in Tuscaloosa. I think that's pretty cool, man. I'm looking forward to that one. Like, I'm looking forward to checking that one out, man. And just seeing who Georgia, you know, it's a lot of hype around Georgia, thinking that this year they're gonna be last year's version of LSU, and Jamie Newman is gonna be the new deal, the real deal, and you know, Kirby it's time for him to break through. I don't know about all that, but I do think that's a great early season matchup though, Georgia and Alabama, man. But 10-2 is very, very possible for them. Like very, very possible. You know, they announced today that joint practices won't be allowed this summer in the NFL. I actually did see that. Excuse me, y'all. My throat today. Excuse me. Apologize about that. I actually did see that right before I came on. I mean, it's you know, it's they're taking measures. Just like they decided to not do any international games this season. They gonna go away with the joint practices. What that's telling me is that the NFL is full-heartedly trying to have a season start on time with fans out there, yo. That's what that tells me, yo. That tells me they're trying to start a season with fans, yo. All right. Y'all, hold on just a minute. I gotta go run right quick. I'll be right back. Somebody at my house. Hold on right quick. Apologize. right, y'all, I'm back. All right, sorry about that. Okay, let's see. But yeah, I think that's letting you know that they definitely are intent on having fans in the stands this season. Is there any looting where you at, Mr. Dugas? Fortunately, there isn't. Um, there was a peaceful protest Sunday afternoon, which I wanted to go, but I had my daughters with me, and I said just in case somebody would have act crazy, I didn't want to put them in that harm's way. But it was live, and I got to watch it live, and it was very beautiful, yo, very very beautiful. But fortunately, there is no looting where I'm at. Everybody has been peaceful. Whew, excuse me. Um, from a proud new Eagles fan, I was extremely proud of the statement from Carson Wentz. Yes, shout out to my quarterback, man, Carson Wentz, and my former quarterback, Jambalaya Joe Burrow, yo. They were the first two quarterbacks that I seen, like the first two non-African American, quarterbacks that I seen come out and speak up, for the black community. And it did fill my heart and it made me feel really good. And not just them, man. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. I know it looks bad because there's so many, negative people out there that's just institutionalized on their feelings and their thoughts when it comes to, the black community or whatever. But people like that, Carson Wentz and Jambalaya Joe Burrow and a lot of people, are showing their support, yo. And I'm very, very thankful for that. And yes, it did make me feel really, really good. And I tell you what, I know it resonated well with his black teammates, which I think is a positive also, to let them know like, hey, I got y'all back, man. And I think, that only speaks good, for the locker room going into this season. Who was the worst QB you saw in the combine? I know where you going with this, man. Hey, I'm with you, man. Out of all the ones I paid attention, I'm sure there was probably worse. Some little small D3 school quarterbacks that I never really paid attention to, with all due respect to them. But out of all the notable names that's going into that thing, it was your boy, Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm was the worst out of all of them, yo. I'm ready for football. Miles Sanders is talking heavy, and I love it. Ready to see what my boy gonna do. I don't think Saints is complete team just yet. Yeah, I'm very excited for the prospects of Miles Sanders this year, yo. Look like he's trying to put a little bit more bulk on, but he has that breakaway speed. He surprised us all with his ability to consistently catch the football out of the backfield. And obviously he's ringing with confidence right now. Ringing with confidence, and I think that's great. I think he has every chance to be a top tier type of running back in this league. When you look at the guys, like the Christian McCaffreys, and the Saquon Barkleys, the Alvin Kamaras, basically the running backs that's multi-dimensional, not necessarily the bruisers like the Elliots and Henrys and all them, but the guys who do a lot catching the ball out the backfield. He could be just as, maybe not quite, the receiver as a McCaffrey, but maybe a better runner, but he got a chance to be just as good as all of those guys, this season, yo. And as far as the Saints, I don't know, man. When I look at all that comparable to all the other NFC teams, I'll put them up there. Now, granted, they got holes too. They got holes, in their team too, which every team does. But I think, they have the lesser, problems out of every team that I see in the NFC so far, on paper, that is. Obviously when the season starts, it's a whole new ball game. You have people who underachieve. You have people who get injured. You just never know. Every year, what's so beautiful about the NFL is every year there's a team going into the season that we just think oh, he's going to be up there. That you know they're going to be at the end, and they flop. And it's always a team that nobody really paid any attention to, and you look again, they're in the Super Bowl. So it's like that's the beauty of the NFL is you don't really see it coming like that. So you know, we're gonna see, but I feel like we could play any team, we could play with any team in this league if healthy, yo. You can't say that, bro. Saints choke every year in the playoffs. Can't tell me I'm wrong. You ain't. You ain't wrong at all, man. They do, man. Man, and like me, I'm around a lot of Saints fans, yo. I'm around a lot of them, man. And I tell you, my dad's a huge Saints fan, diehard. And I tell you, man, they are something. They're something, yo. Like, granted, man, the pass interference was a pass interference. I mean, you could be the biggest Saints hater, and you would have to admit, like, yeah, okay, they should have called that. But at the same time, bro, you got the ball in overtime with Drew Brees. Like, you would sign up for that if somebody told me right now, regardless of how we got there, if somebody said, hey, man, hey, NFC Championship game is going to be in Philly, it's going to be in overtime, all your weapons are going to be healthy. Carson Wentz, Miles Sanders, Zach Ertz, Deshaun, the rookies, you know, the offensive line, Fletcher Cox, Darius Slay. All the big name players are going to be out there healthy and playing. And the NFC Championship game is in Philly and it's going to go to overtime. Regardless of who you playing and you at the link with the ball in Carson Wentz's hands in overtime, I would be like, where I sign. I don't care how we got there. I'll sign up for that right now, yo. Where we sign? Because I'm going to either win it or lose it with my quarterback, yo. And your quarterback had the ball and, you know, he went to bed. And last year against the Vikings, he played terrible. Saints were clearly a better team than Minnesota. Clearly a better team than Minnesota. I felt like last year, you know, them and the 49ers would have been like the NFC Championship game. But, you know, going into once the playoffs, you know, started basically. And bro, like like they fell short. He played bad, man. He had some bad turnovers in the playoffs, man. So you're absolutely right, yo. But you know, to their credit, to be fair, on paper, they at least got the most impressive roster, you know, in the NFC, you know, right now. Dan Mullen is a Florida man. This is a big season for Dan, yo. This is a big season for Dan Mullen. I feel like I know Georgia getting a lot of hype, like I was saying, but Florida to me is the more experienced team coming back. You know, getting their quarterback back. You know, getting a couple of players back, yo. This should be the year they should. You know, to me, this is the year they should finally get over that Georgia hump, yo. If they don't do it this year, I mean, one thing I could give Kirby Smart, one thing I can give him is he's a good recruiter. He consistently is recruiting at Georgia. So Georgia most years are going to have better talent, you know, than the Florida Gators. So for them, like this is shot. You know, this is a shot to finally get it done, yo. I think either the Seahawks is more a complete team than the Saints. I mean, I don't know if I'll go there, man. You know, they deep in the backfield. They got some okay young receivers. Well, DK Metcalf could be a star. Tyler Lockett, well, you know, let me take that back. They got good young receivers. I don't know if they really got a tight end like that. I know they got Greg Olsen, but how much more does Greg Olsen really have in the tank? They are extremely deep in the backfield. Like they got too much running backs now. You know, I'm concerned about their pass rush. You know, they did lose. Look like they're not gonna have Jadeveon Clowney. He's still out there, but I don't think they're gonna bring him back. Their secondary is kind of young, yo. So I think I'll go Saints over Seahawks right now, but I could be wrong, yo. Top 3 SEC quarterbacks for 2020. Ooh, that's a good one, yo. That's a good one, yo. Man, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good question. Let me see, man. Man, that's a good question. I don't know if I buy this whole Jamie Newman hype. I never seen him that enough to throw him in there, even though everybody is basically going to try to throw him in there. I will go, man. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget somebody. I'm gonna throw Kyle Trask in there from Florida. He got a little. He showed some signs last season, but he got a little work to do. Um, Man, that's a great question. That's a great question, man. Because it would be easy to just say the quarterbacks that's returning starters, but I don't think any of them was great. Like Kellen Mond, I know he gonna get a lot of hype, but I don't think he was great. You know what I'm saying? Which, to fairness, Jambalaya Joe wasn't great. His junior year, he was okay, but he wasn't great neither. And then he basically became a legend. I'm gonna say Kyle Trask. I'm definitely putting him there. You know what, man. I'm gonna throw Kellen Mond in there, man. I know he has potential. I don't think he's great, but he has potential. So I'm gonna throw Kellen Mond in there. And then for the third one, it's tough. You got Jamie Newman, obviously. You got Mac Jones. You have that guy at Tennessee, man. I can't remember his name, but he had some good moments last season. Um, mm, Third, man, I guess I'm gonna go. I'll go, man. I was gonna say Bo Nix, but I mean he didn't look great to me last year. It's tough, man. I think this is gonna be a obviously we ain't gonna have a quarterback play we had last year, like by any means. But I'm gonna go Trask. I'm gonna go Mine, and man, I guess I'll go Newman, man. Even though I see he's talented. He's very talented. I just don't know how he's gonna fit with them and how he's gonna play. But I'll go Trask, Mine, and Newman. And but they all like really, really, really close. Nobody's separating themselves from nobody. If whoever comes out there to me basically and don't turn over the football, because all these teams gonna have playmakers. Miles Brennan could play his way into that if he don't turn over the football. Mac Jones could play his way into that. Bo Nix, if he shows improvement as a passer, could play himself into that. But those are the three I'm gonna go for now: Trask, Mond, and Newman. That's a great question. I really had to think about that one, and I'm not even sure if I'm right. Let's see. I stay in my lane with this stuff. Don't mean I'm ignoring it, but I can only live one life. Hey, I got you. I understand, yo. I completely understand and respect that, yo. For me, it's I try to speak up a little bit, but at the same time, I'm not naive to the fact that it's so much that I could do, it's so much that other people could do. And for me, looking at everything, going the way that it's going, I firmly believe that what's going to happen is eventually things are going to get better because I think more people that's not black are speaking up. It's not enough yet, but it's more than it was before. And I think if they continue to speak up and speak out and peacefully protest, along with blacks, I think, and by them, not seeing color, only seeing things for right and wrong. And if they install that into their kids, into the next youth, into the next generation, I think things are going to just slowly but surely it may be when we all gone, but our kids and our kids, generation, it will be better for them, because the hatred will start alleviating a little bit. Those hatred racist people gonna start dwelling out a little bit. And they're gonna start understanding that, hey, not as many people agree with you as it did, say, 15, 20 years ago or 15, 20 years before that. So I think what's happening is, you know, as long as those because for the black community, honestly, it's really nothing else we really could do. We could riot, and then people gonna say, look at those fools. We could peacefully protest quietly, and nobody gonna hear us. So it's like, for us, it's really about, can the other races step up and show us love and hear us out, and speak up. And that's happening, and I think we need to pay more attention to that and give more salute to that, more than the people that's ignoring us. And I think as long as that happens, we're gonna make slowly gonna progress. Let's see. What's up, LGRW? Appreciate you tuning in. Need to teach the youth. Yeah, I'm all for it, yo. I kind of was telling my daughters a little bit about it Sunday. When they had a protest out here, and like I said, the reason I kind of didn't go is because you never know if it's going to stay peaceful, if it's going to get violent, and I didn't want to put my daughters in that predicament. So, but it aired on local television. A lot of people went live on Facebook and other social media platforms, and I watched most of it right there on television and on my phone. And I had my daughters watching it, and I was talking to them about it a little bit. I don't want to throw too much information on them right now, because they, by them being so young, they're emotional. They don't really process it all yet. If they hear all the cops this and that, they're gonna automatically think all cops are bad. And I don't want them to think all cops are bad. So I'm giving them little information piece by piece, as everything's going on. But I'm all for that, man. I'm all for talking to the youth, man, about about anything that could, get them better, going forward. Cause they're the future, yo. Um, what's up, Mike Saldana? Appreciate you tuning in. I thought I should did okay. I don't know what that's all about, man. The hardest part about answering that question is Bryce Young could very well be the best, but how would you rank him? He hasn't taken a college snap. True, and that's another reason. I'm glad you brought that up. That's another reason I was kind of hesitant to throw Mac Jones out there, is because a lot of people believe that Bryce Young, before the season is over, is going to be the guy. Now, let me ask you this. What is Mac Jones? Is he a junior? Is he a senior? What classification is he? That to me, if he's a senior, I think, unless he just go out there and just bombs, I think that he'll at least finish this season. But if if he has more than 1 year of eligibility left, and I think if Bryce Young is as advertised, I think you could eventually see him out there. Let's see. I guess I'll say Newman, Mac Jones, and Kyle Trask, no order for right at this moment. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I'm messing around, man. Shout out to you, Mr. Dugai. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you tuning in, yo. Let's see. What's up, Ashton White? Appreciate you tuning in. You think Eagles can make the playoffs, and he can make playoffs? Yes, I believe the Eagles can. I like the 11-5 is around what I like the Eagles record. And the Heat, yeah, I think in a weird way, with them basically returning with no fans, I think it actually gives the Heat a little bit of an advantage, because you don't have to go play Milwaukee in Milwaukee with that Rockets crowd. You don't have to play Boston in Boston and Toronto in Toronto. And I feel like the Heat, talent-wise, could at least compete with all of those teams. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how this goes, yo. I think it'll be very, very intriguing and very entertaining, yo. What's up, Philly Nation? Appreciate you tuning in. Eagles record. I like 11-5. I think 11-5 to me. Of course, that all relies on health. I think if this team is healthy, and obviously not everybody gonna be healthy. Every team gonna deal with some type of injuries. As long as the main pieces don't get injured like they have the last few years, I like 11-5. I think this team could play, when healthy, could play with any team out there, yo. Braves are my team. That's what's up, yo. Chop on, Braves, chop on. The owners and the players need to figure this thing out, man, so we could get some Braves baseball, yo. I ain't lying, man. It's getting frustrating now. How many games can the MLB get in before October? Great question. Honestly, I have no idea. Like, I have no idea, yo. I knocked my charger out the thing. I have no idea. I've seen a bunch of different proposals. Um, I think, I don't think they want to, like some people were suggesting like double headers like every week or every weekend. I mean, you're gonna blow out a bunch of pitchers' arms if you do that. So I don't think that's the route to go. Well, let's see. If they get started, I'm assuming the earliest will be July. So we got July, August, September. Realistically, like, they could probably get 100 games in, maybe. As they follow like a normal type of scheduling guideline, I think they could get in around 100 games. To lower to Maryland, that's a good place for him, man. He got that receiver Raheem Jarrett, who basically spurned LSU, to stay there. I knew once, I had a feeling once Tua would leave that he wouldn't have stayed there because I knew he wouldn't have been past Bryce Young on the depth chart. So I think that's a solid move for him, yo. And that's an offense that do play like, that's an offense that is pretty high powered, yo. Eagles definitely should have got Hopkins. I would have loved to have him. Like I would have loved to have him, no doubt. I would have loved to have him, but obviously, we got to roll with what we got now, yo. Hopkins is the second best receiver. I don't doubt that at all. I think Hopkins is amazing, yo. What's up, Philly Eagles against the world? LOL. Appreciate you tuning in. Hey, what's going on, yo? Glad you could be here, yo. Let's see. Literally nobody in the country can stand Notre Dame but their fans. I agree. Nobody. There is a very unlikable, team, yo. Especially Brian Kelly, man. It's something about that guy, man. He's not a very likable guy in my opinion, neither, yo. I agree. Watson will not reach his potential this year. His receiving core will be injured before the second half of the first game. Yeah, that's true. That's another great point, yo. Not only don't he have Hopkins and he have just a bunch of short, undersized receivers, they all get injured. Like, that's a great point. Will Fuller obviously has been injured almost his either been playing or he either played then get hurt, played and get hurt. Brandon Cooks has concussion issues. Randall Cobb is an older receiver now. So yeah, you're right. I definitely do think, unfortunately for him, that it's a throwaway year for Deshaun Watson. But what I would love for Houston to do, I'm assuming if they don't do well, Bill O'Brien is gone. I would love to see them hire Eric Bieniemy from Kansas City, to go there and be the next head coach of the Houston Texans. And I think if that happened, if he bring a lot of those offensive, philosophies that Andy Reid runs in Kansas City, I think that, and they start adding, they get a new GM also, obviously, a GM who knows what he's doing. And if they do that, then they start adding pieces around him. I definitely think Watson could, not this year, but next year, get back up there into the upper echelon, of quarterbacks, yo. All right, let me see if they got a couple of people I didn't get to, y'all. Apologize. Since I'm about to what's up? I am Ruiz. Appreciate you tuning in. Yo, what's good? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Brandon Reese? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Mr. Dugas? Which NFL team do you think will win a Super Bowl first? The Falcons or the Vikings? Woo! That's a great question, man. Great question. Obviously, I don't think none of them win one anytime soon. But if I had to pick one or the other, I would say the Vikings, man. Because the Vikings, bruh, that franchise dealt with some severe heartbreak. Like, I think they overdo. I mean, Atlanta dealt with it too, but Atlanta at least got to a couple of Super Bowls, in recent memory, But I'm gonna say Minnesota. Before Atlanta, I'll say Minnesota. What's up, King James 3? Appreciate you tuning in. Dak is smart and knows the future deals with TV networks is going to drive the cap up. So when that happens, he will be around what the average is for QBs. That is a great point. That is, I actually agree with that. The problem is though, will it work for him? Because I don't think Jerry believes that he is an upper echelon quarterback. That is true. That's why they debating that last year or not, but will he get that money? But me personally, I still say he should have held out last year, man. I thought he would have been paid already. Probably not as much as he would get paid if they decide to pay him now, but I think he would have had a nice little deal by now. What's up, Jeff Mullen? Appreciate you tuning in. Mr. Dugas, what's good? Think Coach O is going to make a statement about the protest. Dabo Sweeney did, and his statement was horrible. I gotta go. I didn't see Sweeney's statement yet. I did see that he made one. I seen that Taj Boyd had criticized them. So I actually do want to go out. I can't really say too much about what Sweeney said because I didn't see it yet. And as far as with Coach O, I hope he does. I mean, you never know, but I definitely do hope he does. Knowing that the problem is, man, with a lot of people also is that, you gotta stand up, not just necessarily Coach O, but just anybody. If you truly believe that, it's an injustice out here, you gotta stand up despite what your counterparts gotta say. You gotta come out and say what you feel despite people in your circle, rolling their eyes at you. So I hope he says something, but Willie, I have no idea. What's up, Joe Garcia? Appreciate you tuning in. Dallas is going to the Super Bowl. Man, y'all been saying that every year for the last 20-something years, man. What's up, KB Brown? Appreciate you tuning in. How you doing, Mr. Dugas? Who do you think is more likely to make the college football playoff? The Pac-12 champion, the Big 12 champion, or another SEC team? That's a good question. I'm gonna say the Big 12 champion. Oklahoma, unless only way I'll say Pac-12 is if Oregon beats Ohio State early in the season and don't have more than one loss. If they could have just one loss, I guess, to one of the Pac-12 teams, but they beat Ohio State at home, I think Oregon is the team. Because Oregon, honestly, is getting a lot of hype to say that they just lost a quarterback that got picked in the top 10. I know they got a really good offensive line coming back and some skilled people, but Oregon is getting a lot of love in preseason polls and everything that I've seen so far. If Oregon, I'm gonna say if Oregon beats Ohio State and don't have only one loss in the conference, I think Oregon is the team, to look out for as far as making that jump. But if they lose to Ohio State or have more than one loss, I think you got to go like Big 12, probably Oklahoma again. Unless, a SEC team has just one loss. But the problem with the SEC, besides the year Georgia and Alabama got in and the year Alabama and LSU played for the championship, we beat up on each other. Let's see, a couple of more, then I gotta run, y'all. What's up, Harry Leon? Appreciate you tuning in. Do you believe the Eagles made a mistake in drafting Jalen Reagor instead of LSU's Justin Jefferson? And how do you think they fare this season? I'm gonna say this as far as that. At the time it happened, I did think it was a mistake. But looking at it as far as fit-wise, as far as, the type of system we run, I think Jalen Reagor is a better fit as far as, Justin Jefferson does a lot of his damage in the middle of the field. We have two tight ends. We have Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert for that. Where the Eagles lack is people on the outside that could be explosive down the field, especially once Deshaun Jackson got injured. So I don't think it's a mistake. Not saying that Reagor is a better player than Jefferson, because I don't think he is. But as far as just systematic fit, I don't think it was a mistake. And how would they fare? I think Justin Jefferson will have more production this season simply because he's going to get more volume. You got Adam Thielen, who was actually banged up a little bit last season, and after that, what receivers do they like really have like that? So I think Justin Jefferson may have better numbers, but Rager, I think, is gonna, if he stays healthy, is gonna have a solid impact on the team, yo. What's up, Graham Tomlinson? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, bro? You okay? Who we talking? Eagles? Yeah, I'm good. Appreciate for you for asking. And Eagles, everything. You know, Eagles, LSU, George Floyd, whatever. Anything we got into a little bit of everything tonight. Let's see before I go. What's up, Title Man 24? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, bro? Hope you're doing okay. I am, man. I'm good, man. Me and my family good, yo. Hope you and your family is doing well also, as well as everybody, yo. Tomorrow's my 29th birthday. Happy early birthday to you, my friend. What's up, Mr. Fly, Eagles Fly, Masking? Appreciate you tuning in. Jalen Rigger is the true bookie. He's Tyreek Hill 2.0. Man, I hope you're right. If he is, man, like, we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to tell you that. What's up, Stu Wood Cowboy? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Mr. Duke? How about the Cowboys? Man, y'all ain't about to do nothing, man. Just to let you know, y'all ain't fit to do nothing, man. Okay, I got one more. What's up, Walter Bibbins? Appreciate you tuning in. What up, bro? How do you feel about media disrespecting LSU, stating that we might get 3 losses? I mean, you know, they're looking at it from the fact that we lost so much from that championship team. I mean, we got 20 players that's on in it that either got drafted or is on NFL rosters. So, you know, that's where all that come from. And you look at teams like Ohio State and Clemson, who, you know, got a lot of their players back. You know, Alabama, obviously they're going to put up there, you know, as long as Nick Saban there, you know, they're going to be highly regarded. I mean, a team that I've seen getting a lot of love that's surprising me a little bit is Oregon. And like I said, that Oregon-Ohio State matchup is a huge game, yo, in Eugene. To say the least, to say they breaking in a new quarterback. Excuse me, but you know that's all that's about, man. Is that they're looking at it and they feel like, oh, they caught lightning in the bottle. But I mean, for me, it's all about how will his offensive line play, how will Miles Brennan respond whenever he has pressure on him, and how will the players adapt to Bo Pelini's scheme defensively. If those things are resounding good, LSU could do whatever they want to do this season. Schedule's a little tough, you know. You got to go to Auburn, you got to go to Florida, you got to go to A&M. You know, Bama coming to town. You would think that Mississippi State and Ole Miss will be better this year, even though you get them at home. But yeah, that's basically what that's about. But if LSU come out there, do what they do, and those question marks get answered, I think LSU will be fine. But all right, man, everybody, man, I gotta run. Yo, sorry if I didn't get a chance to get to your question and comment. Please leave it in the comment section once this video posts to my channel, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Or if you follow me on any of my social media platforms, feel free to DM me, and whenever I may not get to you right then and there, but whenever I get to you, I'll try to respond to your comment or answer your question. But all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in for another live edition, man. Thank y'all so much, man, for tuning in, joining me. You know, I felt good to be able to, you know, talk sports with y'all like I normally do, but it felt good to talk a little bit about what's going on in this country also, man. You know, in case those didn't notice, I had my own little protest going with the shirt, the wave cap, and the black hoodie, man. You know, but once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate it. Everybody stay safe out there. Everybody continue to love one another, support one another, and stay tuned for videos throughout the week. And Lord willing, man, I'll talk to y'all again next Tuesday, man. But until then, man, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. Talk to y'all next week. Y'all have a good one.